Is alright. Vertical output. Let's see if that's okay. Up and running. Yes, we are up and running. I think. We up and running? Excellent. Why is it blank? Ah, there we go. Alright, boom. We are Gucci. We are good. Let me bring out the chat as well. Bring out the chat here. Alright, let's start this, boys. Let's start this. Alright, yo. Alright, first of all, we got Jamal in the chat. What are you saying, Jamal? Jamal, what's your age, height, body weight? Let me know, bro. Age, height, body weight. Let me know. Let me put this over here. Put this over here. Put this over here. He's 25'10" and 67 kg. Alright, very, very lean. Alright, Jamal is hella lean. Let's have a look. Oh, my bad, boys. Onik, thank you for the 2 roses as well. I appreciate it. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, man's hella lean. Alright. I don't know what body fat percentage this is. This is probably around 11%. Right? Probably around 11 or 10% body fat. Right? You got a very good amount of muscle mass as well. You know, everything's nice and proportional. You know, you got wide shoulders, small waist, 6-pack abs, full chest, good arms. What can I say? What can I say, man? This is like top tier physique already, and this is the first rating of the day. The first rating of the day, and we got something like this already. God damn, man. W's in the chat. Me, gang. Hayden. Of course. I'll bring you up, bro. Let me bring you up. But yeah, this is a very good physique, man. This is a very good physique. I'll say, I can't see lats. Let me see what's the lats and the back saying. Let me see. What's the back saying? Pause. What is the back saying, boys? All right, this doesn't have back in there. Oh wait, this one. All right, the back is decent as well. The back is very good as well. I'll say, right, I think your front is very dominant. Right, your front has a lot of mass, but I think your back is I think if you want to focus on your back a little bit more, get the thickness in the back a little bit more, and your physique will be much more balanced. But other than that, bro, whoa, crazy physique, boys, crazy physique. All right, let me go back to this one. Where is it? There we go. Come on, pause it here. Yeah, crazy for it. This is gonna be like nearly final form, right? I think you just need around like 5 kg more for more lean muscle mass, and then boom, you'll be at final form, right? But other than that, still great physique. I'll give you a solid 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Very, very good physique, very lean. Boom. Everyone follow up, boys. I want everyone to follow up and double tap the screens, man. I would appreciate it. Winner, me in. All right, I'll get you in, bro. All right, so that is Jamal. All right, very good physique. We got Trent Tony up in the chat. Trent Tony. Let's have a look. Onik, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the follow, Jamal. I appreciate you. All right, 6 years ago. Right. Oh my days. Another amazing physique, boys. What the hell? Why has everyone has amazing physiques, man? What's going on? This is what we call physique inflation. Physique inflation. What the hell? Trend Tony, bro. What's the age, height, body weight saying? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, man. Crazy physique. What about my physique? I'll get to you, Tobias. Let me get to you, Tobias. Whilst we are waiting, right? Everyone double tap the screens. I would appreciate it. Yo, check my first pin and picture you saw me yesterday. Made me look like maybe I was like over 10% body fat. All right, let's have a look. All right, check the first pin. All right, I'll get to you in a bit. What about mine? All right, EK. All right, I'll check you in a bit. I'll add you to the queue. 24, 180, 81 kg. Whoa. Right? Obviously, this guy is very lean, right? Trend Tony, right? Wide cap shoulders, big full chest, 6-pack abs, probably about 10% body fat, right? You're probably about 10% body fat, or even, yeah. Right? You got veins running everywhere, right? From the forearms up to the shoulders. You got striations on the shoulders as well. right? I'll say this is a top tier physique, bro. Right? 2 big boys up in there already. Right? Very good physique. I'll give this. Hello, big man, Nathaniel, Noble Gym. Hey, okay, I see you. Thank you, man. Yeah, man, I'll give this a solid like 8.8 out of 10. Right? This is final form, bro. Actually, I'll give you like a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Final form right here, man. Are you 10%? Yeah, this is around 10% body fat, give or take. I wouldn't suggest going any lower than this, right? I think 10% is perfect for social media, right? I'll say 12% is like perfect for IRL. But other than that, man, crazy physique, man. One thing I gotta ask though, Trent Tony, is Trent Tony just TR10? Okay, I read that wrong. I thought I said Trent Tony, not gonna lie. TR10 Tony. All right. But yeah, thank you for the likes, boys. I appreciate it. All right, everyone double tap the screens and follow up, boys. I would appreciate it. We got Hayden up in the chat. Hayden, what did you say to click on? First pin 1, but I don't have any other photos at the moment. Not the best, low key. Right, Hayden, right? Don't worry about not being the best. All right. All I'm gonna say is, right, everybody starts from somewhere. Right? Everybody starts from somewhere and everyone's on their own journey. You know what I mean? The biggest guy, let me tell you something, right? The biggest guy in the gym started off small, and there's the smallest guy in the gym. I mean, the leanest guy in the gym started off fat. All right. So everybody starts from somewhere. You just need to put in the work, put in the reps, stay consistent, and you should be fine, bro. All right. So, but Hayden, all right, Hayden, obviously this is like a beginner's physique. This is a beginner's physique, right? Obviously, you're pretty lean, right? You got the 6-pack abs coming through, which is a win in itself, right? However, you are lacking the muscle mass. But that is just a given, right? Especially if you don't have 6 years in the gym, like what's his name, like Trent Tony, right? Right. All you want to do is spend more time in the gym, as I said, stay consistent, and you should be good, bro. But physique rating wise, it's gonna be in the low end, right? It's gonna be on the low end. I'm gonna give this a solid, like, you know, a solid 3.5 out of 10. 3.5 out of 10. But obviously that's just a given. You just need more time in the gym. Winner chicken dinner. All right, so winner London. You have nothing on here, my guy. Let's see. Can you rate my stories, Alfie? Yes, I will. I can rate the story. Haha, yeah, use your senses and guess how my physique looks. I'll use my senses. My senses are tingling, right? My senses are tingling. And it's, I don't know, bro, right? There's all sorts of us physiques out there. But yeah, everyone that's waiting to get rated right now, yeah, just double tap the screens, man. I would appreciate it. And yeah, this is finger skills today. We're training our fingers today, boys. All right, so double clap the screens. Who's this? Winner, are you still up in here? Winner. Is Winner still in here? Winner? All right, Winner's not even in here. Plus, he only has a DP. All right, let me just click to the next one. Tobias Carbs. Let's have a look at Tobias Carbs. Thank you for the likes, boys. I appreciate it, man. Come on now. 2.3k likes. That's 2 kg of muscle, right? You're gonna build this month, right? Thank you. All right, we are benching today. All right, 6'2", 258 pounds, looking a little chunkier than usual. I'll say Tobias Carbs is I think you took the bulk way too far, my guy. Right? Not gonna lie. You started off like this, now you're like this. I think you took the bulk way too far. Unless your goals is to like be a power lifter, be a like a I don't know, like a strong man, right? Yeah, sure, right? A body fat on you is a good thing, but if that's all good with me, goals in aesthetics. Oh, I see. What's your goals then, Tobias? Let me know what your goal is. Hey, look, you look aesthetic right here. Yeah, man, this guy is obviously hella strong. Tobias is obviously very hella strong, right? You can see, right? You can see the muscle definition poking out of his you know, body fat. He's probably sitting on around 23-24% body fat, maybe 25 actually, right? But you can still see the definition coming through. So there's definitely hella muscle mass underneath it, right? There's hella mass underneath it. It's just being, you know, shunned by the body fat. But aesthetically, obviously it's going to be low, but right, strength wise it's going to be crazy. If you was to cut in the future, it's going to be generational, right? It's going to be generational. It will be like a generational cut. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Check some of my lifts. I know you're strong, my guy, right? Just from the body, right? I know you're strong. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 220. 220 on the bar right there. Crazy strength. Let's see. Not amazing, but decent. Bruh, right? You're probably stronger than 99% of the population out there, right? Look at this. 500 pounds at 60 and 170 pounds body weight. Crazy strength. What can I say, bro? But if I was going to give you a rating aesthetically, you know, it's not going to be the highest. I'll give you like a solid 4.5 out of 10, purely because you're holding on to way too much body fat. But strength wise is through the roof, my guy. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. We take that. Yeah, we take that. Yeah, strength. If I was going to rate on purely based on muscle mass and strength, it's going to have to be like a 9 out of 10, right? But everyone has different goals, and I respect that. You know what I mean? I respect that. We got 8 and Will up in the chat again. Please do me. I will, boys. I will do you. Pause. CNTY. I will do you. Pause. All right. Anwi, what we saying? What we saying, Anwi? Is Anwi still here? Let's see. Let me check. Oh, he's still here. What did you tell me to do again? You said rate you again because your body fat percentage was what? I can't quite remember. 5 ways to change yourself. Let's see. Please do me. Benito, I will. Cal, I'll do you. Gel, I'll do you. I'll do all of you boys. All right. Yesterday, the picture you saw made me look like my body fat was over 10%. Oh, I see. Okay, so you took a new video. Obviously, you're very lean. You're still very lean, right? Boom. All right, okay. Still over. What did I say your body fat percentage was yesterday? I can't remember. Let me see. Let me have a look at this one, I think. Wait, not this one. Boom. Oh, wait, because I didn't see torso. That's why. You didn't have any torso pics. But yeah, man, you're hella lean. Obviously, very lean, right? A lot of muscle mass. Filling out the frame pretty well. You got the striations on the chest, the separation of the biceps and the what? The delts, right? 6-pack abs coming in crazy, and the obliques as well. Go down, I've got more videos. Yeah, I'm gonna just rate this one because this one is the leanness, right? Right, I'll say, right, you're probably about 10% here. Probably about 10% body fat. Very lean, a lot of muscle mass, very proportional. That's the main thing, boys, right? If you want to be aesthetic, you have to be proportional in your muscles, right? You need to be purposefully, you know, making gains in the right places, right, to be aesthetically pleasing. You know, you got the cap 3D shoulders as well, the rear delts, right? Imagine he had no rear delts. It would look so wrong. I see a lot of people with like good front, good side, but no rear. Pause. But yeah, this guy, Anwi, has a good full 3D shoulders. But yeah, that's a good thing. All right, this is like top tier physique again, right? Very top tier. It's going to be a very high rating. It's going to be like a 8.5, 8.6 out of 10, you know? I'll give it like an 8.8 out of 10. Very good physique, man. Very good physique. How many years have you been training, my guy? Can you rate me, please? I will, boys. I will. Just bear with me, all right? There's only one of me, so just bear with me, boys. I'll get to you soon, all right? But whilst you are waiting, double clock the screens and follow your boy up. Let's see, EK16. Let's have a look. Something went wrong. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for the follow, boys. Benito, KJ. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What's going on? Why? Oh, there's no content. 16 EK, bro. There's no content, bro. What's going on? All right, boys. Let's pull up a new batch of people. Let's pull up a new batch of people. If you want me to rate your physique, type gold in the chat right now. Type gold, right? I'll bring up your things right now. All right, we got KJ up in the chat. Let's see, KJ. We got Roberto. We got KJ, Roberto. I'm lagging again. What's going on, man? KJ, Roberto, Alfie. All right, Alfie. EJ Malone. We got Onik. Yo, Onik, welcome back, bro. We got Nathaniel Noble. We have Alfie, I got you already. EJ Malone, I got you already. We've got Lucas. We got Benito. I think I got Benito already, right? Benito? I don't. Benito. If I said your name, that means I pulled up your profile already. Nathaniel, Alfie, Emerson, Lucas, Benito, Onik, Alfie, Goran, Yusuf. Oh my god, boys. The spam is real, bro. The spam is real. Relax, boys. NT03, whatever. We got Cal. All right, boys. Whilst we are waiting, right? Just double tap the screens, man, and follow up. We got KJ up in the chat. Let's have a look. KJ up in the chat. Make sure you go to the gym account, big man. All right, Nathaniel Noble. I appreciate you coming through. All right, Nathaniel Noble. Obviously, this guy is hella lean, right? You're probably around, let's see. Let's have a look. Probably about what? Probably about 11% body fat, right? Really, really lean. Decent amount of muscle mass. Very good back, right? I think this guy used to do calisthenics or something, right? Or something like that. But I'll say, right, the physique is very proportional. I think the only thing that's lacking, KJ, is maybe abs, all right? I think abs is lacking compared to the rest of the body, right? You got very prominent chest, shoulders, arms, back. But I think the abs is just a little bit lacking compared to other body parts. But other than that, bro, go down to lean is law vid, bro. Lean is law vid. Bro, all of this is lean as law, bro. Wait, I can't even see how to get shredded for summer. This one. Yeah, I don't really train abs. Yeah, you gotta train abs, man, to get the proportions right. But yeah, you already have an amazing physique, you know. I'm just like nitpicking here, but this is a crazy lean aesthetic physique. I'll say maybe you need like 5 kg of more muscle mass just to really fill out your frame. You look like a pretty tall dude. How tall is you? 6 foot 76 kg, right? I think, right, you'll be at final form if you stay the same leanness, right? 6 foot, around 80 kg, 82 kg, you'll be at final form, bro, right? Final form cell. But other than that, great physique. I'll give this a solid 8.3 out of 10. 8.3 out of 10, man. Very good physique. I'm trying to push 80, 85. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think you'll be at final form. You look pretty young as well, so you might even grow taller. You know, you look pretty young, so you might even grow taller to 6'1", 6'2". But yeah, man, great physique, bro. We got Roberto up in the chat. You're 20, man. You're 20. Hey, I swear men still grow until like 21 or 22, right? I'm pretty sure, right? Don't quote me on that one. I surely stopped growing at like 16, but hopefully. All right, let's have a look. All right, we got Roberto up in here. All right, we got Roberto. Let's see. All right, Roberto, you're pretty lean as well. However, you're just lacking the muscle mass, right? I would say this is like a beginner's. This is like still a beginner's physique, right? You look pretty young as well. This is still like a beginner's physique. All we need to do is keep spending time in the gym, putting in the reps, and just just build more muscle mass, man. That's all you need to do. You're pretty lean already, so you do not need to bulk, right? I don't believe in the bulk. Yeah, I've only been gym for a year. I'm 15, 6'2". God damn, 15, 6'2". You're only 15 and you're 6'2" already. So you're a pretty tall guy. So it's gonna be very tough for you to fill out the frame. But you'll slowly get there. You'll slowly get there. So what you want to do, yeah, just build more muscle mass. Build more muscle mass, and you should be Gucci, right? But as for right now, you know, physique rating wise, I'll give you like a solid 5 out of 10. You know, this is like an average physique, I would say. But yeah, don't get too bummed out by the physique rating, boys, all right? Because I'm comparing you guys to the fitness industry alone, right? I'm not comparing you guys to the public, right? If I was to compare you guys to the general public, it's going to be crazy, right? Everywhere we go, if we go to the trains, to the bus, just walking outside, everybody's unfit. Everyone looks like shit. So I'm just comparing you guys to the fitness industry itself rather than the public. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to the rating. We got Alfie up in here. Can you rate me? Of course I will. Search up my brother. What the hell is that? He's 18 as well, Ellis. Invite your brother in, you know what I mean? Share the live, boys. If you want me to rate your boys, your girls, your brothers, your sisters, right? Invite them to the chat and we'll vibe. You don't read chat, G. I'm trying, bro. I'm 18, 5'11", 70 kg. Is that good? It depends, right? Weight doesn't mean anything, Tom. Weight, okay, let me tell you this, right? Weight does not mean shit, right? I could be 5'6", 100 kg, and it doesn't mean anything, right? It could be 100 kg full of fucking muscle, or it could be 100 kg full of fucking fat, right? So weight doesn't really mean anything. It's all about body composition. How much fat to muscle ratio do you have, right? That's why we always talk about body fat percentage, right? If you're 100 kg, right, but your body fat percentage is 11%, that's a lot of muscle, right? But if your body fat percentage is 35%, right, that's all fat, right? That's no muscle at all. So, you know, weight doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things. All right, let's get back to the ratings. We got Alfie up in the chat. He's sleeping compared to recent though. He's checking him out. He's asleep. Oh, I see. All right. Let me just get through this page first, boys. All right. We got Alfie up in the chat. Alfie, you still here, bro? Let's see. Is Alfie still up in there? All right. Let me just check stories. All right, cool, Alfie. All right. Alfie, this is a decent physique as well. I'll say, right, this is like an intermediate physique. All right. I think you skipped you surpassed the beginners phase and now you are in intermediate, right? You got a decent amount of, you know, muscle on you. Leanness, you're probably about 15%, right? You got probably about 15% leanness there. You got nice full chest, good arms. I'll say, obviously, you're still lacking the muscle mass, right? But that's about it, right? I think your arms is very dominant. Maybe focus on your chest a little bit more for proportions. But other than that, bro, great physique. I'll give this like a solid 6.8 out of 10. 6.8 out of 10, Alfie. You just need to build more muscle maturity, but that just comes with time in the gym. Check my video with the white monster in the first pick. I'm the strongest 7% body fat. Strongest 7% body fat. I don't know where he got the genetics from, but my brother is a freak of nature. Genetics doesn't mean shit, Ellis. All right, let me tell you this, right? Genetics doesn't mean shit. I see a lot of people out there be blaming genetics. Oh, it's because of genetics. There's genetics that, genetics this, right? Bro, all right? You don't know if you have bad or good genetics, right? If you haven't been to the gym for like 5 years, right? Consistently working hard, training, you wouldn't know shit. All right, unless you have that like genetic anomaly. What's that the genetic thing called, right? Where those cows have it, boys. Where those muscular cows have it, you know, that genetic thing where you just build muscle for no reason, just for breathing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like one in a million or some shit, right? I think there we go. Lucas has it. Myostatin deficiency. There we go. Right? Unless you have that, yeah, sure, you can blame genetics, but not a lot of people have that shit. Right? All right, let's get back to the rating. We got EJS Malone. All right, EJS Malone. All right, EJS Malone got a very good amount of humans get as well, but it's nuts. Yes, it's nuts, bro. It is nuts. But right, you wouldn't say, I'm not gonna go to the gym because my genetics doesn't allow me to go gym. Well, I wouldn't say so. I'm 26 foot. All right, he's 26 foot. All right, Malone, you got a very good amount of muscle mass on you, right? Leanness, right? Let me see. I think leanness. I'm not too sure because I can't see torso, right? But I think you're around 17% body fat. I'll say what you want to do is cut down the body fat like 2 to 3%, get it down to 13%, right? A lot more definition will come through. But other than this, right, this is very good, solid physique, very good amount of muscle mass as well. But first, what do you mean first? First one, this one. Boom. Actually, you look leaner here. But your back look leaner here. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at many more. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're probably about 16% body fat. I'll say, right? Wait for the second clip. But yeah, I'll give this like a solid 7.3 out of 10. Very good physique. I think you just need to, boom, cut down the body fat a little bit more. All right, but you got very nice wide shoulders, small waist, right, which is very good and aesthetic. But yeah, very good, bro. His username is Fitness Belly by Leliton. All right, goddamn, Ellis, you're gonna send me on a mission around the world, bro. You're gonna send me a mission around the world. Hi, Nam, can you rate me? I haven't uploaded on TikTok. You can watch the last clip. I will, bro. Hey, Ghana Malad Crystal. Hi, welcome to the chat. We got Onyx. Onik. Onik, man, welcome back, man. It's been a long time. Haven't seen you in time, my guy. All right, let's have a look. Onik. All right, guys, whilst we are waiting, right, I want everyone, right, we're going to train our finger skills today. Train our fingers and double clock the screens, and obviously follow up, boys. I would appreciate the follow, right? We are on 4.9k likes. That means, right, you know what that means, boys? That means we're going to gain 5 kilograms of muscle this month. Okay, not this month. This year. 5 kilograms of muscle this year. This is how much muscle we're gonna gain, right? It's correlated. I swear down, trust me, bro. Alright. Onyx. Alright, always Onyx, you're very lean as well. Oh my god, that is a little bit sus. You pulled your trousers down a little bit too low, alright? But yeah, pretty lean pretty lean aesthetics, right? Pretty lean body, probably around 13-14% body fat, wide shoulders, small waist, good full muscles, right? But I'll say you just need a little bit more muscle, probably about 5 to 10 kg more muscle to really fill out the frame, right? But other than that, right, this is a great physique on it. I'm gonna give you like a solid 7.9 out of 10. 7.9 out of 10. Very good physique, bro. Right, very proportional as well. Look how proportional this physique is. Right, you got a good everything's proportional. What can I say? Right, but I still say you do need a little bit more muscle mass to really fill out the frame. A little bit more. Yes, boys. Can you check my account TikTok, bro? Guys. All right, I'm gonna check the account soon. Right, let me get through this first. Right, we got a lot of tabs here. All right, we've got Nathaniel Noble. Nathaniel Noble said check his gym account. So let me do that. I'm gonna open up a new batch soon, boys. All right, bro. Can you check out TikTok? Is 2011 gym. 2011 gym. Why don't you come on that account, Nathan, and follow up on this guy account as well? And then it'll be easier for me. I can just click on your name rather than search up. Now we've got Nathaniel Noble. Let's see, Nathaniel Noble. Something went wrong. What's going on? What's going on, boys? Samuel, welcome to the chat. Becca, welcome to the chat. Let's have a look. All right, this guy has veins running everywhere. Whoa, what a solid arm. All right, this guy has a solid arm, very vascular. The muscle maturity is crazy, especially at 18. All right, The muscle maturity is actually crazy. Okay, most people that young, right? The muscle, obviously, some people will have a lot of muscle mass, but the maturity is not quite there yet. But the maturity on this guy, right? You can see the separation in the arms from the tricep head to the bicep to the delts, right? This is a very good physique. He's pretty lean as well. I can't see torso. Torso, there's a little bit of torso. He's probably around 13, probably about 12% body fat. Your Nathaniel Noble Gym, I would say buy a oh wait, you do. I was gonna say buy a stick so you can take pictures properly. But yeah, this is a very, very crazy physique, right? I'll say this is like top tier. This is like top tier physique, very proportional, vascular. Out competing next year, bro. Come on now. Competing next year. How far down are you gonna go? Are you gonna go the full 5%? The full 5% is gonna be crazy for your first competition. But yeah, man, have good luck, bro. Good luck. Obviously, you got an amazing physique, right? I'm gonna have to give this like a solid 8.8 out of 10. 8.8 out of 10. I think you still need a little bit more muscle mass though to really fill out your frame. But you're nearly there, bro. We nearly there, bro. But yeah, very great physique, but we've got Lucas. Lucas, welcome to the chat. All right, let's have a look. Lucas, you still up in here? Hey, bro. Let's have a look. Will, stop spamming, bro. Will, stop spamming. I say you, love you, appreciate you, just be you. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. Whoa. The confidence to do that in the gym is crazy. I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. Honestly, all right, Lucas, you got a good amount of muscle mass on you, right? You got nice wide shoulders, V-taper, good legs as well. Probably around 15, probably about 15% body fat. Do me, arm it. Cads, rate me, I will. Recoup my bad. My bad. Why are you saying my bad? All right, but yeah, what was I saying? Right, you're probably around 15% body fat, right? Decent amount of muscle mass. I'll say, right, Lucas, if you cut down to like 2% more, right? Cut down 2% more, a lot more of your definition will come through, right? A lot more striations will come through and you'll look hella crazy. Yo, Nans, rate me, bro, on the story. I will, Rocco. I just turned 18, 80 kg, 5'8". Ooh, okay. I'll say you're still growing, so I wouldn't say cut down, right? I'll say wait until you stop growing vertically first, then you can start to cut down that 2%, right? To get down to like 13%. But other than that, this is a very good physique. I'll give this physique a solid 8 out of 10, right? I think if you cut down to 13%, right, you could shoot up to like a 8.5, 8.8, right? Because I can see a lot of muscle underneath there. Very good physique, bro. Do not rate my physique. I will not food. Right? Boys, if we are up in here, boys, everybody double clock the screens. You know, I can see the hearts flying everywhere. I appreciate it. Come on, Riku, 500 likes. Come on now, I appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, boys, all right, consider a follow. You know what I mean? Looking at topless men, hours upon days, upon weeks, upon months. It's kind of crazy sus. So I would appreciate it if you follow up. You know what I mean? Just pop my account off. But yeah, we've got Benito. Benito reminds me of his facial expression reminds me of Toji or something. All right, obviously W's in the chat for the transformation, boys. Right, it came from very, very skinny for now. All right, putting a lot of mass. So the W's in the chat for that. Right, he's 6'2" as well. Right, 18. He's filling out his frame pretty well, right? Decent amount of muscle mass, decent amount of leanness as well. He's probably sitting on around 14% body fat. All right, can you rate me, bro? I just followed you. I will, VT. I will. All right, there's a little bit of a queue right now, but I'll get to you, boys. All right, it's only one of me. Anabolic Breaks, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, this guy, right, probably about 14% body fat. I'll say he's filling out his frame pretty well. He just needs a little bit more muscle mass, all right? to fill out his frame, and maybe cut down like 1 or 2%. But other than that, W's in the chat for the transformation, bro. He's 890 kg right now. What he wants to do is just convert that fat into a little bit more muscle mass, and he's fine. Look at the back too. All right, how do I look at the back? How do I look at the back, bro? All right, let's see. Back. All right, obviously he started off very lean. All right, very lean. All right, solid back. God damn, the back looks better than the front. All right, I think the back looks better than the front. All right, I'll give this a solid 7.8 out of 10. 7.8 out of 10. Very good physique, bro. Yeah, yeah, look at the back, please. Yeah, man, very good physique. All right, we got, oh my days, what is this? What is that DP, bro? All right, okay, that is a solid, not gonna lie, that's gonna be like a solid 0 out of 10. Not gonna lie. All right, that is just way too much body fat. What's going on there? Yusuf. All right, let's have a look. 10 out of 10. Man said 10 out of 10, you know. Food, is that you, yeah? Whoa. Bro, I'm not gonna say your name, but Magnet, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Yusuf. All right, welcome to the chat, Yusuf. That's my account, bro. This is your account. Food. Will do. Will do, DP gym. Will do. All right, boys. Let's see the heart flying, bro. Let's see the hearts flying. Let's double clock the screens, man. I was on about the other user account. Oh, that was you, bro. Man's trolling me. Wait, so do you have a physique on this one? Do you have a physique on this one? Let me see. All right, let me move you up a little bit because you were trying to troll with the other account. All right, thank you for the 21 roses, Magnet. I appreciate you, man. Ah, smells amazing. All right, Yusuf. Obviously, Yusuf, this is a very good physique as well, right? His angle maxing a little bit here, not gonna lie, right? The use of the angle maxing is a little bit cheating, but obviously he's got a decent amount of muscle mass, right? A decent amount of definition as well. Okay, we got Toji here. All right, obviously, you know, his physique is pretty proportional. Check the other videos. Okay, his physique is pretty proportional, right? Body fat percentage wise, I can't really tell. But right, pretty defined, I would say, pretty defined. Thank you for the heart me as well, 21 Jim. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Yusuf, do you have one of the like a full torso? There we go. This one. All right. I'll say that this is a decent physique. I think you just need more muscle mass to really fill out the frame. Leanness, I think you're pretty lean as well. You're probably sitting on around 15% body fat. But yeah, solid physique. I'll give you like a solid 6.3 out of 10. 6.3 out of 10, man. Right? Solid physique. I think you just maybe cut down the body fat like 1 or 2% as well to really get that definition to come out. Yo, Magnet, my guy, bro. Thank you for the 70 shields. I appreciate that. And the 30 roses. Come on now. I appreciate that, man. All right, we got food up in here. All right, let's have a look. Food. All right, food. All right, is pretty lean. Right, pretty defined. Good solid arms and triceps as well. Right, very good arms and triceps. He's probably sitting on around 13% body fat, right? But I'll say, right, maybe focus on your other muscle groups. Right? I think you're very arm dominant, right? Maybe I can't see anything else, but you're very arm dominant. Yeah, your arms are very dominant. To be more proportional, right? Maybe focus on chest, abs a little bit more, maybe the lats, just to really balance out the physique. But other than that, bro, very good physique. Solid, decent arms. I'll give this a solid like 6.6 out of 10. 6.6 out of 10. Boom. We got NT03. Hey, another Asian brother. First Asian brother of the day. Come on now. Let's have a look. NT03. NT03, are you still up in here? NT03? Is he still here? Can you rate my physique? I will. 2011 gym. All right. 3 months. What? That's only 3 months, food. What the hell? That's crazy progression for 3 months. Crazy progression. Prince, welcome to the chat. All right, what we on? 9.7k likes, boys. Everybody, let's double clock the screens. Let's get up to at least 10k. Come on. Let's get around to a round number. And if you haven't done so already, boys, follow up. Nams, my boys, don't forget me. Roko, I will not forget you, bro. All right. NT. Obviously, he's got a solid physique. All right, I don't think NT is here, so I'm gonna skip him. NT is not here, right? I can't see his name on the chat thing. NT. Yo, my guy Magnet. Oh my days, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you for the shields, flaming heart, roses, blood. I appreciate it all, man. God damn. All right, we got Chris up in the chat. All right, Chris. Oh my days, veins running into the chest, boys. We got veins in the chest. That is hella lean. All right, hella lean, or he's just struggling, trying to take a dookie right now. But yeah, can you rate me? I will clean bod, Clem bod. I will rate you. Just give me a moment, all right? Just give me a moment. This is the last guy, and I'll open up a new batch of people. I'm never gonna get a chance. You will, bro. You will. All right? You are the magnet. You know what I mean? There's only one of me, boys. You guys have to understand, right? There's only one of me, and there's hella bear of you. There's like 30 of you guys up in here, so you're gonna have to, you know what I mean, bear with me. All right, should I lean back? This is a very, very good physique, nice lats as well, wide shoulders, small waist, very good physique. Probably about what, 13% body fat. One above this one. Maybe one day I'll be happy with my physiques. Same here, bro, same here. All right, this one I can't see much. Yo, thank you. Oh, thank you for the gifts, man. I appreciate it, Magnet. I appreciate you, bro. Come on now. All right, I think this one's the best one, bro. But yeah, I'll give this a solid like a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Chris, right? Very lean. A lot of muscle mass. You just need to, I think you just need like a little bit more muscle mass to really fill out the frame. But other than that, you're good, bro. All right, boys, we are done with that batch. Let's get the new batch up, boys. Let's get up a new batch. All right, boys. If you want me to rate your physique, there's 26 of you in here. All right, what you want to do to make this fair, right? If you want me to rate your physique, type green in the chat right now. GREEN. Type green in the chat so I can pull up your profile. All right, we got Amit. We got Roko. We have 2011 Jim. We got Magnet Cat. We got Anabolic Barks. Barks. We got Anabolic Barks. We got DP Jim. We got Prince. We got Clem Boy. We got Clem Body. We have Roko, I got you already. VT44K. We got Daniel Brom. All right, guys, boys, relax. My computer's lagging, bro. VT, I got you already. Joshua Built. Let's have a look. Rate ReQ209P. Right, when I get to your profile, just remind me, Magnet, because I'm not gonna remember that. Clem Boy Prince, I got you already. 21. We got Ethan. We have VK44K. I've got you already. Prince, I got you already. Prince, bruh, start spamming, boys. I don't have my physique on my phone. Is there a way for me to send it to you? Yes, Bailey. If you want to send me a photo, send it on the Discord, right? I've got a Discord channel with 300 meatheads, gym heads, gym rats up in there. So yeah, hop into the Discord and send a pic through there. There's a physique rating channel as well as boys. Everyone double clock the screens right now. Let's get up to 15k likes and follow up if you haven't done so already. I'm always to get mogged the shit out of. I'm a way to get mogged the shit out of. Yeah, we got Amit. Let's go. Harris, welcome to the chat, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let me have a cup of water. Check my mate, not me, bro. I just post slides. All right, Ethan, when I get to your profile, just remind me. When I get to your profile, just remind me, all right? All right, we got Amit. All right, Amit, obviously, this guy, right? A lot of muscle mass, very full chest striations, right? Good arms, probably about 14% body fat. This is like very good physique. This is a very good physique. Right, Moon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. This is a very good physique. What can I say? This is like basically top tier, boys. Right? This is basically top tier physique. Maybe get a stand, right? Get a phone stand to take a picture, because like your hands is covering up the shadow. Your hand is like putting a shadow on your abs, so I can't really see the abs properly. Oh yeah, this one's better. But yeah, this is a very good physique, man. Right, solid 8.3 out of 10. Amit. Right, very good physique. He needs to train abs. You need to train abs. Yeah, man. Don't we all? We got Roko up in here. Right, Roko. Right, Roko is very lean. Right, Roko is very lean. Right, let me see if it's here. He's a footballer. Okay, Roko is very lean. He's probably about 11% body fat, right? Very, very lean. However, he is lacking the muscle mass a little bit, right? He is lacking the muscle mass a little bit, but he is a footballer. So we're going to have to give him, some leeway, because he is a footballer. You need to be pretty lean to be a footballer in most cases, unless you're the Hulk, right? Unless you're the Hulk, right? Is it not on my stories? Roko. There's nothing on your stories, Roko. There's nothing on your stories. But all I can say is, obviously, yeah, you're lacking muscle mass, but you do have a decent, lean, aesthetic physique. So I'll give you like a solid 5 out of 10. But all you need to do is, depending on what your goals are, right? Obviously, if it's football, you're not going to be able to put on that much muscle, right? But ideally, just a little bit more muscle mass, right? And then you like I'll say as much muscle as Ronaldo's leanest body, right? But yeah, rating young boys, yes, right? We gotta start from somewhere, right? If you want to level up mentally, physically, financially, you're gonna have to start from somewhere, right? And obviously, if you need advice, obviously you have to look at someone more experienced than you. Come on now, all right? The people that's only hating, right? The people that's hating is only hating from below. I've only had one pick. Yes, bro. Can you do me? Yes, I can. Let's have a look. We got 2011 gym. 2011 gym. What am I looking at again? Let's have a look. Is it my turn? No, your turn is next. Your turn is next, my guy. All right, let's have a look. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. I don't know what's going on with your skin. Maybe you have eczema or something. But, right, physique-wise, pretty decent. But I'll say this is still like a beginners to intermediate level physique, right? This is still like a beginners to intermediate level physique. What you want to do is obviously build more muscle, right? And your leanness, right? You're pretty lean as well. You're probably about 14% body fat. This account has a pic. It's Roko. Let's have a look. Let me put you over here. Then I can have a look again, Roko. All right, but yeah, this is like a decent, solid intermediate physique. I'll give this like a solid 6.3 out of 10. You just need to build more muscle, all right, and probably trim down the body fat a little bit more. But other than that, you're good, bro. We got Magnet here. Let's have a look, Magnet. Let's have a look. All right, I think Am I looking at your stories, Maglet? Rate. Oh, that's my main. All right, let me have a look at their main. Oh my days, you getting me? You getting me? Let me see. YUK 2009. Bro, you got me searching up stuff. All right, so let's have a look. All right, this is your main. All right, let's have a look. All right, you got a very lean aesthetic body, right? Very lean aesthetic body, decent amount of muscle mass. But I'll still say this is still like on the skinnier side, right? You do need a little bit more muscle mass to fill out the frame, but this is still very aesthetic, right? This pic was a year old. I see. Back on my stories as well. Okay, I will, boys. Right, I'll say, right, pretty aesthetic, right? I'll give this like a solid 7.2 out of 10. I think you just need to get more mass on you. A little bit more mass on you to fill out the frame, but then obviously you're good, bro. Ryan Dolo, thank you for the boxing gloves, the finger heart, and the roses, man. I appreciate it. 177.71. Yeah, I think, right, you need probably about 10 kg more muscle mass to be at final form, I would say, right? Wouldn't you say so, boys? Right, probably about 10 kg more lean muscle mass to be at final form. This is the other guy. This is the footballer, right? This is the footballer Rocco. All right, Rocco. Okay, yeah. In this picture, right, the muscle mass, there's a lot more muscle mass than the previous picture. So, all right, with this picture, I'll up it to like a 6 out of 10. I'll up it to a 6 out of 10. But yeah, very good physique, man. Very good physique. I see you, Rocco. Can you do me, bro? Don't train bodybuilding wise, but for MMA BJJ. I see. Yes, I will rate you just 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's just he's very lean, right? He's very lean, but the muscle mass is not there. Body fat, you're probably around what, sub 10%, probably about 9% body fat. Probably about 9% body fat, I would say, right? You're very, very lean. All right, you got veins running everywhere, bro. We got anabolic brax. Anabolic brax. Are you still up in here? Can you try me? All right, anabolic brax, obviously, right? He has a lot of muscle mass, right? He's pretty lean. He's probably about 14% body fat, but it's filling out his frame pretty well, right? Filling out his frame pretty well, right? Nice cap shoulders, full chest, full triceps, biceps, and that, right? But I would say maybe cut down the body fat a little bit more to really show off the definition, right? But other than that, right, this is a very good physique, right? I'll give this physique a solid 7.9 out of 10. 7.9 out of 10. I think you just need to cut down the body fat a little bit more, get a little bit more muscle maturity, but that just comes with time in the gym. All right. Have a good life, gang. Thank you, Magnet. I appreciate you. Everybody follow up, boys. If you haven't done so already, follow up, right? Top left-hand corner, the plus button. You know what to do, bro. Let's have a look. We are still at 14k likes, boys. Let's get up to 15, man. Nice round number, boys. We've got DP Gym. Let's have a look. I'm 17, but I train MMA now, not as much bodybuilding. I see. A fighter, I see. Okay. Obviously, this is like a lean physique, but bodybuilding wise, right? Aesthetically wise, right? It's gonna have to be. It's still like a beginner's physique, right? I would say, right? This is still a beginner's physique. I think what you want to do is put on more muscle, but obviously that's not your goal anymore. But this is a solid lean aesthetic physique, right? I'm gonna have to give you like a 5.5 out of 10. Let me see. Let me have a better look. There we go. Yeah, you're pretty lean, decent amount of muscle. You're probably about 13% body fat, right? But yeah, I'll give you like a 5.5 out of 10. But yeah, everyone has different goals, and I respect that. You know what I mean? Do me, bro, on stage in May 17, trying to win this. Alright, cool. I will. Let me just get through these boys first. We got Prince up in the chat. What's good, Prince? Fifth. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right, I think, right, Prince, I think you need to take a better picture, right? You're shooting in the shadow. Well, if you're shooting in the shadow, you're not going to see any definition on the body, right? Look, the light is behind you. If you get the light above you or to the side of you, shining down towards your body, right, a lot more definition will come through, because this is like, you can't see anything here. Let's have a look. I'm 17, rugby player, training for 18 months. Is Prince still up in here? Let's have a look. Prince? Prince? Are you still here, my guy? Let's have, oh, there, yo. Okay, cool. All right, Prince, I'll say, right, this is you got a decent amount of muscle mass. However, you are holding on to a little bit of body fat, all right? I think you're holding on to like 16, 17% body fat, give or take, right? Probably about 16% body fat, right? But you got nice wide shoulders, small waist, decent amount of mass. I'll say maybe focus on the chest a little bit more, right? I think your arms and your lats is overpowering your chest a little bit. But other than that, it's still a great physique. Still a great physique. This physique, I'll give you like a solid 6.5 out of 10, purely based on the muscle mass. I think if you was to cut down the body fat down to like 3%, right? Cut down 3%, get down to like 13, a lot more muscle definition will come through. Can you do mine? I'm 68. I want to know my body fat. I will, Simon. Let me just get through this queue, right? And I'll get to you guys, boys, right? In the meantime, boys, follow up. All right, let's have a look. Thank you for the follow, John Nan. I appreciate that. Love, uncle. No worries, nephew. Bruh, making me feel old, man. Making me feel old with the unks, you know. All right, comment. All right, this guy. I'm 1 meter 77, 73 kg, 1 year training. Can you rate my physique? I will, Henry. I will. Just give me a moment. All right, this guy, pretty lean, decent amount of muscle mass. Right, this guy's probably about what, 14% body fat, right? But pretty decent proportions as well, right? Look up here. This physique, right? I'll say obviously you still need a little bit more muscle mass to fill out the frame. Other than that, solid physique. I'll give this a 6.7 out of 10. 6.7 out of 10. I'll give it like a 6. This pic look better here. I'll give this like a 6.9 out of 10. 6.9 out of 10. Very good physique. Yeah, pretty lean, very dominant arms as well. All right, VT44. Uncle just said 6'7". Come on now, Simon. Come on now, none of that. You hear me? Okay, this guy is pretty aesthetic right here. Pretty aesthetic physique, right? A lot of muscle mass. Looks pretty tall, right? Very lean, probably about 13% body fat. Good abs, good wide chest and shoulders, small waist, decent legs as well. What can I say? He looks pretty tall. Check my stories, bro. Training for eight months. Man's training for 8 months and looking like this already. What the hell? All right, let me see. Let's have a look, boys. Let's have a look. All right. Right, very good back as well. You know, you can see the Christmas tree slightly coming through, the demon eyes coming through. Pretty lean. I'll say, right, you're nearly at final form, right? VT44, you're nearly at final form. I think all you need is like a good, probably about a good 6 to 8 kg of muscle mass to fill out the frame properly, right? But other than that, bro, very good physique, nearly top tier. I'll give this like a solid, like a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Very good physique, bro. Yes, bro, your lives are doing way better. Come on now. Train by CD. I appreciate you coming through. We got Daniel Brom. Daniel Brom, you still up in here? Let's have a look. Daniel Brom. Can you do me? Benito, welcome back. Jamal, welcome back. We got Daniel up in here, boys. He looks like a professional bodybuilder of some sort. Do me soon, bro. Pause. I will, Henry. I'll do all of you. I'll do all of you, bro, at the same time. Pause. Anyways, none of that, boys. All right. Obviously, this guy, right? This guy is a proper bodybuilder, right? He has a lot of muscle, right? However, right, the thing is with bodybuilders, right, when they have too much muscle, it looks very balloony, right? It looks very balloony. It looks very bloated, especially around the especially around the abs, right? It looks very bloated. I'm not too sure what caused that. Bro just looked goated as fuck. Yeah, he looks good and goated, a lot of muscle, but I don't really like this look, TBH, right? It's not really aesthetic in my eyes. Obviously, everyone has different goals, right? He's pretty lean, right? He's probably about, I don't know, he's probably about 13% body fat, right? But, right, the abdomen just looks too much. It's just too much muscle for my likings, right? So aesthetically, I'm gonna give this like a solid 6.5 out of 10, right? If he cuts down the body fat percentage down to like 11, 10, right, I think he'll look less bloated. But other than that, this is still a great physique in the professional bodybuilding eyes, right? But for my eyes, aesthetically, not the greatest. 6'3". Yes, Freddy. Damn, he's big. He is big, but it's not aesthetic. You know what I mean? Come on, boys. Let's get one, broski. Did you bro say? Yes, I said 6, bro. I said 6. Did I say 6 or did I say 6.5? But yeah, I'll give this, because I don't like the bodybuilding look, boys. Alright, I do not like the bodybuilding look. Some people like it, some people don't. Everyone has their own goals, and I respect that. Can you hear me? Can you do mine? Can you rate my physique? Of course. I'll rate the physique, boys. Alright, this one here, like this one here, okay. Joshua built. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. What's going on? Alright, there's too much edits, bro. How am I meant to see the physique if there's like hella edits? Oh my days. Bro, this is just flashbangs. How am I meant to see? I can't see anything. Too many flashbangs, bro. Rate the physique for last summer. I don't know when last summer is, boys. Alright, this physique, this is like a beginner's physique, I would say, right? This is a beginner's physique. It is much, I can't even rate this, man. I can't even see it properly. That's the thing, boys. Alright, let's pause there. Yeah, beginner's physique, I'll give this like a 5 out of 10, right? Obviously, he needs a lot more muscle, right? Leanness, he's probably about average leanness, probably about 17%. But what can I say? I can't see much Joshua built. It's on my page. What do you mean it's on your page? Are you Josh? You're Joanne, bro. How many people in the queue? This is the last guy, I think. But what's the time, boys? Oh my god, there's 12 already, boys. Alright, everybody follow me up right now. Right? And let's go through this last guy. Boom. Alright, this last guy, Ethan RX. Let's have a look. Ethan RX, this is like a intermediate physique. You know, I would say a decent amount of muscle mass. I'll say maybe cut down the body fat like 2%, but 2 to 3% to really show more definition. Right? Obviously build more muscle. I think you're still lacking quite a little bit of muscle to really fill out your frame, right? Standard intermediate physique. I'll give this a solid 6 out of 10 as well. 6 out of 10. Yeah? Same with that professional bodybuilder. That's what I think about the professional bodybuilder, guys, right? Their physique is like not really to my likings, similar to like an intermediate physique, right? I think, right, there's a fine line, right? You build muscle, you go up, you get more aesthetic, right? And then once you get to a certain point, right, with proportions, right, you start to go back down again, right? With that's what I think about bodybuilding. Right. All right, let's have a look, boys. All right, who's up in here? Let me catch up with the chat. Who's up in here? Can you rate mine? I think my build is aesthetic. Let me know. Rate my physique. I take that though. Yeah, I take that. Ethan. Yeah, no worries, man. All right, boys. It's 12 o'clock now. There's only one rule I like to follow, right? I do not look at topless men past 12 o'clock. So I appreciate everybody up in here. Thank you. I'll be back here tomorrow. Just follow me up and I'll be back tomorrow, man. Because looking at topless men, right, past 12 o'clock is hella sus, boys. And you know it's sus, right? But yeah. Guys, I looked at hella men, right? I'm not gonna lie, I look at hella men today, right? 1 hour and a half straight, just straight men. You got 1 minute. I'm not gonna risk it, bro. What if that 1 minute I'm looking at a topless men and 1 minute is 12 o'clock? That's it, right? I'm gay. Not joking. But yeah, I appreciate you, boys, right? I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm live every day, boys, right? Peace, love, happy gains, boys. Because sleep, with good sleep comes good gains, boys. All right, love, boys. All right, that's it for the tickers, boys. Hello, YT, the YouTubers. I appreciate you coming through, bro. If you're still lurking in here, I appreciate you. I know YouTube's not as popping as the tickers right now, but in time, in time we'll get there. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Ghana. I appreciate you. If you're still lurking, love. I'm gonna head off now too. All right, but see you guys.